My name's Amanda Bulk, and today I'm going to be presenting my senior service project. First, I want to go over my past service projects while attending St. Dominic. I did 3 years of Luke 18. My first 2 years I got to be on the Corey team, and by my third year I was a part of the Disciple. I got to lead small groups and be a part of discussions and give a speech. And I also worked for Cheer summer camps. I volunteered for the week of the camp. I got to lead the girls in routines and show them how to stunt and be there for the coach, whatever she needed. I also helped with Parish Fish Fries and Vacation Bible School. And now I want to go over my senior service project. So what organization did I serve? I accomplished 25 hours at the Crisis Nursery of St. Louis in their Wentzville location, and I plan to do more this summer. Why did I choose to serve here? So I wanted to help struggling parents, whether there's a lot going on at home, they just need the day off, or an emergency came up and they needed a babysitter, or they just can't afford a real babysitter. I wanted to be there for them, to know their kids were safe and having a good time. Why did I choose to serve here? To give the kids a fun time. I wanted them to know that they were safe, and I wanted to make sure that they had the constant attention that every kid deserves. We'd play and we'd eat and we'd have the best time, and I wanted to make sure that they knew that they were comfortable there. Also, why did I choose to serve here? When it comes to babysitting, the more hands, the more helpful. So the crisis nursery workers, if they had a call, I would be there and I would do any tasks that they needed. I've always been a nurturer, so when given the opportunity to work with children, I jumped at it, and I loved the idea of being a babysitter but volunteering with kids that I didn't know. So what responsibilities did I have? I got to play with the kids. We did dress up, we would have talent shows, we'd play with Play-Doh, Legos, anything that we had in the building. I was there to organize and clean up the kitchen, help the kids clean up their messes after playing with toys. I got to hold and rock babies. If the baby needed to be fed or it was sleeping, and if one of the nursery workers needed to take a call, I would be there to hold them. I also got to prepare meals for the kids. I'd let them choose some of their meals sometimes give them snacks, and then I'd clean up the kitchen afterwards. Who benefited from my service and how? So the parents benefited. They got to know that their kids were safe and having a good time. It puts the parents at ease. The nursery workers, they benefit from my help. If there are too many kids that they can't handle, the volunteers are super helpful, just give an extra hand. I mean, kids are a lot, they can be a lot to handle, so the volunteers were a lot of help. The kids benefited from my service. They had a fun time, they knew that they were safe, and there were so many toys for them to play with. And myself benefited from my service. I learned a lot through this experience. How did this service impact me? So it showed me how to take care of children, how to learn new things about new children that I hadn't met before. It taught me that kids do need constant attention. I mean, that's what we're here for, to play with them and care for them. It taught me how to be there for others in difficult times, how to comfort them, maybe distract them just for a little bit, show them that there is more, that they can have fun even during a struggle. And it showed me how to enjoy my service. Okay. So my story at the nursery. While volunteering one day, a family of 4 children showed up, and I could tell the parents were struggling. The crisis nursery workers took them into the office to talk, and I got to play with the children while they waited. At first the kids seemed quiet and scared, but I tried to get them to open up, maybe showed them some things we could play with. I showed them all the toys, and they eventually found their own things to do. Some of the girls played with dolls, the guys found the box of superhero suits, and we all had a good time together playing. Their parents had said goodbye as they were leaving, and we played for the rest of the night, and I gave them dinner, and we watched a movie until I took them to bed. I came back a couple days later, and I saw them, they were still there, and they were so excited to see me, and I had never felt so much so appreciated and welcomed. It was just really eye-opening for me to see the kids that they didn't know me personally, but they knew that I cared for them, and I could see that, and through the way that we played, they were so happy, and I could tell that they were just having a good time. They showed me that we are never alone. Like, even in our worst times, especially in our worst times, we need someone else. There's always someone there to play with you and to have a good time and show you that you can have a good time. So how has my service at St. Dominic impacted me? St. Dominic has always been focused on student service, giving so many opportunities through emails and events. Going to grade school, I had already done service with like Fish Fries and Vacation Bible Schools, but St. Dominic introduced me to so many more and different diverse events. I felt more responsible and more helpful with the events at St. Dominic. My service over the last 4 years has made me more mature and more understanding of the purpose of service. It isn't just to help others through the service, it is a learning experience, definitely. I learned more about myself and my abilities. Through working with kids and doing service over the past 4 years in general, I got to learn how to be mature and how to be an adult, and my acts of service have given me the experience that I wanted to become an adult, which is very important with my next step in life, going into college. And that is the end. Thank you.